Hello students, welcome to the second session of the chapter Solid Chemistry. Before going to the new session, let's have a quick recap of what we have discussed in the previous class. Previous class, we have discussed about the classification of solids based on the arrangement of particles into crystalline and amorphous solids. Further, we have discussed about the classification of crystalline solids based on the type of the constituent particles into molecular crystals, ionic crystals, network crystals, metallic crystals. Further, molecular crystals were again classified into nonpolar, polar and hydrogen bonded type. In today's class, I would like to introduce some terms used in solid chemistry. The first one is lattice point. In solid chemistry, the term lattice point indicates the relative position of the constituent particles in a crystal. Which means that if you're talking about a molecular crystal, what is the constituent particles? It is the molecules. So, the position where the molecules are present, that point we call it by the name lattice point in solid chemistry. That is the center of that particle. In case of ionic crystals, the position where the ions are present, the center of the ions, we call it by the term lattice point. Second term is crystal lattice, Bravais lattice or space lattice. This is a three-dimensional arrangement of lattice point, showing the completely orderly arrangement of particles in space. Okay, so three-dimensional view of a crystal lattice is known as the Bravais lattice or space lattice. See, in this picture, everything is very well clear. So in the first figure, you can see that the particles are arranged. Here, these particular point, we call it by the name lattice point. That is the center of the particle. See, in this it is seen. The corners of a cube we are taking as a lattice point. The picture given below is the picture of a Bravais lattice or a crystal lattice. That is the three-dimensional arrangement of all the lattice points, all the particles in space. So, see this figure. In this figure, the red balls indicate the lattice point. Okay. And the three-dimensional arrangement of crystal lattice is given in the form of a big full cube. Is it clear? Now, one point you have to note that students, actually our particles are closely arranged, but it is difficult to represent it in a two-dimensional way. Hence, for our convenience, we are using like this ball and stick model. So, never think that in between two particles there is a space like this. Particles are closely arranged. See, as you are seeing in this figure, they are closely packed. But for our convenience, we will be drawing the crystal lattice in this pattern. And each corner or each point, each lattice point is indicated by a small balls. Is it clear? Now, in this figure, you can see that one particular cube is being shaded in blue. What is that? That is the another term which I would like to introduce here. It is the unit cell. So, what is unit cell? A unit cell is the three-dimensional repeating unit of a crystal lattice. So, the smallest structural repeating unit, we call it as a unit cell. Here comes again the picture of all the three terms. So see here, these are the lattice points in a unit cell. And when the unit cells are arranged in three-dimensional way, you get a complete crystal lattice. So listen students, now you are sitting in a room. Okay, so that room indicates a unit lattice, unit cell, and each corner of the room indicates a lattice point. Now you can see that one room will be attached to next room and the complete house will indicate a crystal lattice. I hope that with this you have understood the three terms: the lattice point, crystal lattice and unit cell. Yes. Now let us discuss parameters to describe a unit cell. A unit cell is completely characterized by two things. One is the edge length and other one is the angles between the edges. The edges of a unit cell are described with A, B, C terms, and the angles of the edges are described with beta and gamma. Alpha is the angle between B and C. Beta is the angle between A and C, and gamma is the angle between A and B. So, the parameters to completely describe an unit cell is with the help of edge length ABC and with the angles made between them, that is alpha, beta and gamma. Now, types of unit cell. Basically, there are two types. The first one is primitive unit cell. That is the simplest way. Here, in this type, the particles, the constant particles, that is, it can be atoms, ions or molecules. These particles are present only at the corners of a simple cube. And this type is known as simple cube or primitive unit cell. The second type is centered unit cell. In this case, apart from the particles present in the corners, there are additional particles present at different positions. I shall repeat once again. In centered unit cell, particles are there in the corners, plus some additional particles are also present. So, in this category, again we have got three types. First one is body centered cubic cell, BCC. Second one is face centered cubic cell, FCC. Third one is end centered cubic cell, ECC. So I shall repeat. In second category, that is centered unit cell, we have got particles in the corners of the cubic cell, plus there are additional particles at different position. Based on that, we have got BCC, that is body centered cubic cell, FCC, face centered cubic cell. Third one is end centered cubic cell, that is ECC. Okay, see, let us go into the detail of it. First figure over here is a picture of a BCC. So here, as I've told that particles are present in the corners of the cube, plus there is a particle center of the body. So you can just imagine, now you are sitting in the room. So you have got particles in the corners of your room, plus there is a big particle present in the center of the room also. Such type of unit cells we come under body centered cubic cell or BCC. Second one is a picture of an face centered cubic cell or FCC. Face centered cubic cell or FCC. Here, in this case, particles are present in the corners, plus you can find additional particles at the center of each face. Now tell me students, how many faces does a cube has? You can just count that how many walls are there in the room. So you have got 4 walls plus 1 roof and the floor. So total 6 faces are there in a cube. Okay, so particles are present in center of each face also, in addition to the particles in the corners. I shall repeat once again. In face centered cubic cell, we have got particles in the corners of the cube as well as center of each face. So you can see the picture over here. Then comes the end-centered cubic cell, ECC type. Here, apart from the particles present at the corners of the cube, we have got particles at the opposite side of any two faces. So we have got any two face you can take. Okay, any face. Opposite sides of any two face we have got two particles. So this is about BCC, FCC and ECC. See, once again over here in this picture. So see students, clearly understand here. This first picture is for a convenience. We are showing only the lattice point. So the actual picture of a simple cubic cell is given below. So all particles are arranged very close to each other, and for a convenience we are showing only the lattice point for representation, that is simple cube. Second picture of BCC you can see here, actual picture is like this. So particles are present in the corners of the cube, plus there is, see the orange particle, that is center of the cube. So for convenience, and we will be drawing in this way. Next, in case of FCC, face-centered cubic cell, see particles are there in the corners, plus see the orange particle at the center of the face. But this is very difficult to draw two-dimensionally. Hence, we will be drawing by using this ball and stick model. Okay, so this is what you have to draw, the picture of a FCC. So particles, see this is the particle in the center of a face. This is the corner particles. Now we shall move into the 7 types of primitive unit cell. That is, based on the edge length A, B, C as well as the angles alpha, beta, gamma, we have got 7 types of unit cell. The first one over here is the primitive or the simple cubic cell, where A is equal to B is equal to C. That means all 3 edge lengths are same, as well as the angles made between 3 is also same, which is equal to 90 degree. That is our simple perfect cube. Clear? Edge lengths are same and all the 3 angles are 90 degree. Second is tetragonal. In this case, 2 edge lengths are same. That is A is equal to B, but that is not equal to C. But the angles will be as same as alpha, beta, gamma is equal to 90 degree. So this type of unit cell is known as tetragonal unit cell. Then the third type, orthorhombic. In orthorhombic, all 3 edge lengths are different. That is A is not equal to B, not equal to C, but the angles made between them are same as 90 degree. Next, the fourth one is hexagonal. In hexagonal type, A is equal to B, that is 2 edge lengths are same, but the C is different. Here we can see that 2 different angles are also being made by these edges. Alpha and beta is equal to 90 degree, but gamma is 120 degree. So this type of unit cell is known as hexagonal unit cell. Then the fifth type is rhombohedral. In rhombohedral type, we have A is equal to B is equal to C, that is edge length are same, and the angle made between these edge length is also same, but that is not equal to 90 degree. Then the sixth one is monoclinic. Here A is equal to B, not equal to C. Edge length, 2 edge lengths are same, but the third one will not be matching with the first 2. Here also we can find 2 angles in which alpha beta is 90 degree, but alpha gamma is 90 degree, but beta is not 90 degree. It can be any angle. Is it clear? That type of primitive unit cell is known as monoclinic. Then we have the last one here, most unsymmetric type, triclinic. All 3 edge lengths are different, that is A not equal to B, not equal to C, and all the 3 angles made by them is also not same, and they are not equal to 90 degree. So we have got 7 primitive type of unit cell based on their edge length and angles. The first one is simple cube, second one is tetragonal, third one is orthorhombic, fourth one is hexagonal, fifth one rhombohedral, seventh one monoclinic, and the last one is triclinic. Out of the 7 unit cells, the most symmetric one is simple cube and most unsymmetric one is triclinic. Okay, now based on the 7 types of unit cell, we have got 14 types of Bravais lattice or crystal lattice. Is it clear? I shall explain to you. See, here the first one, simple cube. So see, in the previous slide I told you that we have got 7 type of unit cell. So the 7 type can exist in 14 type of Bravais lattice. That is the simple cubic one, the first one here, that is simple cube A is equal to B is equal to C, alpha, beta, gamma is equal to 90 degree. This simple cubic type can exist in simple cube, FCC type and BCC type. So the first 1 belongs to simple cubic type where alpha, beta, gamma is 90 degree, A is equal to B is equal to C. Clear? Now the second type, primitive cell, tetragonal, where A is equal to B not equal to C. A is equal to B not equal to C, alpha, beta, gamma is equal to 90 degree. This tetragonal pattern can be seen in two ways, that is simple tetragonal type as well as BCC type. We can see here simple tetragonal way, that is alpha A is equal to B is equal to C, but alpha, beta not equal to 90 degree. So in simple tetragonal type also is there, BCC pattern also we can find the tetragonal way. Then hexagonal. So in hexagonal primitive unit cell where A is equal to B not equal to C, alpha is equal to beta is equal to 90 degree and gamma 120 degree. With these parameters we can find only the one way of a ECC type. Okay. Then we have got here orthorhombic. So orthorhombic is A equal to B not equal to C. All three edge length is different but angles are same. In that pattern we have got all the 4 category: simple cubic orthorhombic, BCC body centered orthorhombic, base centered or end centered orthorhombic, as well as FCC face centered orthorhombic type. All the 4 categories are seen for orthorhombic. So what is orthorhombic primitive unit cell? That is A not equal to B not equal to C, but angles are same, that is equal to 90 degree. Next, in rhombohedral. So what is rhombohedral? Rhombohedral is over here. A is equal to B is equal to C. Alpha, beta, gamma not equal to 90 degree. Based on this, we have got only one type of simple cubic. So it is given over here. Simple cubic cell only we have. Then is monoclinic. What is monoclinic category? Here in this we have got A is equal to B not equal to C, but alpha and gamma is 90 degree and beta is not equal to 90. With this condition we have got two types. It is over here bottom, simple monoclinic type and base centered monoclinic type. Simple monoclinic type as well as base monoclinic type. Then the last one is triclinic, the most unsymmetric one, where we have A not equal to B not equal to C, alpha, beta, gamma not equal to 90 degree. So here in that triclinic category we have got only the simple cubic type. So we have 7 unit cells or primitive cells as well as 14 types of crystal lattice or Bravais lattice. That is, when this simple cube is arranged in 3-dimensional way, we are going to get 14 type of it. So let's have a quick examples coming under this. So unit cell cubic, that is simple cubic type, we have already told 3 type is existing: simple cube, BCC, FCC. So these are the examples which are existing in this pattern. Examples are sodium chloride, zinc sulfide, diamond, etc. In these solids, we have got cubic category. That is, A is equal to B is equal to C. All edge length will be same and all the angles made by them will be 90 degree. Okay. Tetragonal unit cell, we have got 2 type of crystal lattice, simple cubic type as well as body-centered cubic type, BCC. And the examples under that are calcium sulfate, titanium oxide, white tin, etc. Then the third one is orthorhombic. Orthorhombic has got all 4 type of crystal lattice: simple cubic, BCC, FCC as well as ECC type. So examples are potassium nitrate, potassium sulfate, rhombic sulfur, etc. So these crystals will exist in orthorhombic type. Then the fourth one is hexagonal. So hexagonal exists only in the simple cubic type. And examples are graphite, zinc oxide, lead iodide, etc. The fifth one is rhombohedral. Rhombohedral only exists in simple cubic type. And the examples are sodium nitrite, mercuric sulfide, quartz, etc. The sixth, monoclinic. Monoclinic can exist in simple cubic crystal lattice as well as n-centered crystal lattice. Some examples in this category are sodium sulfate, lead chromate, monoclinic sulfur, etc. The final one is triclinic. In triclinic category, we have got only simple cubic crystal lattice, and the examples are potassium dichromate, hydroboric acid, copper sulfate pentahydrate, etc. So this is the idea about the unit cell, crystal lattice as well as lattice point. We shall wind up our today's session. Thank you.